joined by Rohit Srivastava, who's the founder of Strike Money Analytics and India Charts. Well, a very good afternoon, Rohit. Now, given the up move that we are seeing today following that more than 1% decline yesterday, given this current trend, what are the key levels to watch out for? What are you making of the markets at this point?
So what the market is doing, I think, is trying to hold on to its gains and possibly add to them with a lot of rotation. We've seen a strong move with some sectors participating more than others. Now, as you'll see rotation, from one segment to the other, you will continue to see the index try and push up towards probably the 25,300 mark from here. We are, of course, going to be watching, some of the levels that we don't want broken. For example, 24,494, that's an important level, a low that we made on the 15th of May. If we don't break that, or in the bank Nifty, holding above the recent low that we made, say, yesterday around 54,800, these could be important levels from where the next move up could actually take place. In fact, if bank Nifty gets past 55,650, it would be a clear sign that it's probably headed towards 58,000, 60,000 in the coming days. So that breakout is pending. It's been pending for the last couple of days, but we are closely watching if it can actually, manage to do that. So essentially, I think, Nifty holding the lows or, continuing to make a higher high, higher low kind of pattern. If we stay positive today, it would at least set up for a minimum 25,300. And possibly if we go beyond that, then we could be hitting all-time highs as well.
All right, so let's watch out for that. Today is expected to be a crucial day. Hi, Rohit. Good afternoon. This is Shrishti joining in. But sectorally, Rohit, give us a sense that where are you finding margin of safety at this point in time?
So I would think, looking at the setups today, the NBFC segment, which is essentially the non-financial banking sector, those are interesting. Most of these stocks holding, at or around their 20-day average. If I look at the NBFC index, just around there. So that's a good support from where it can actually generate the next move higher. I'm also watching out on the oil and gas stocks, specifically the oil marketing companies. Recently, they had a correction. The correction was very small, and the short correction essentially shows a lot of strength in the underlying. In fact, most of these stocks are not breaking their averages and are just slowly continuing to move higher. So I think you may get another rally in that segment as well, and that would be another one that I would like.
All right, Rohit, I was just about to ask you about the oil and gas space. Any specific names that you would like to give us?
We can't really recommend anything.
All right, no worries. Can I take your view on the Q4 earnings space? Following the kind of earnings that we have seen, it's been a mixed bag. Any particular sectors or particular stocks where you're seeing strength after the earnings, and some key levels that you would suggest watching out for?
So earnings have been mixed. In fact, for financials, they were surprisingly slightly weak. But if we just go by the overall flow, the interesting part was that while we've been expecting weakness in mid caps in general, the earnings growth was much better in mid caps relative to large caps for this quarter. So that was a good improvement. And that is what has probably got the momentum in that segment coming back again. Now, you want to see it continue. It shouldn't just fade. So I think it's till the June quarter, we still expect the same thing to happen. But if we do see the momentum in the mid and small cap earnings continue, that would be a game changer for the broad market, which was significantly under pressure over the last year.
But Rohit, also give us some sense what are you making of the pharma stocks at this point in time, given the fact that the index is holding up, and after quite some days we are seeing pharma is actually making a comeback. But do you believe this momentum is expected to continue?
I definitely think so. I think pharma is very well placed to do well, in the coming weeks or months also. So slightly longer term, we should be, pretty bullish. You're right. The last few days of holding up has actually started to give some buy signals on our near-term momentum indicators. And the Nifty Pharma Index is holding above the averages. So the risk reward is actually pretty favorable to add into pharma stocks at this point.
All right. Thank you so much, Rohit, for joining us. Thank you so much for your time.